To Flutter Bits, where the goal is to provide quick overviews to some key Flutter widgets that you can immediately use and expand upon in your own Flutter projects. As always, links to further information and code samples will be below, and if you find this information useful, please like and subscribe. Today, we are going to go over the Draggable widget, and then we will go through the setup to create a drag target and show how the two interact. First of all, we are going to put this inside of a stateful widget so that we can show some of the functionality through incremental counters. When we first create the Draggable widget, we have a child and a feedback widget. These widgets can be anything, but we are going to use a simple card with a text field that displays our counter. The child widget is the widget that appears initially. The feedback widget is the widget that appears when we start to move the child widget. So let's create our child and our feedback. It is just a simple card with our card value text to string. However, under the feedback, we are going to change our border to red. Let's make it a little bit larger. And then let's show what we are presented with. So here is our child widget. And then as we move, we get our feedback widget with the red border. So you'll notice that when we drag the widget, the child widget is still present. This is not what we want. We want that widget to disappear, and we do that by simply adding another property called child when dragging. And today we're going to make that a size box with a width of 1. Now let's save that and refresh. And now you will notice that when we're dragging, the child widget disappears. The other property we want to set is the data property. And then the data property specifies what information is going to be relayed to our drag target that we will be creating. This data can be anything we want it to be. It can be a specific data type, a list, a map, or even a custom class. But for our example, we are just going to return our card value, which is of data type integer. So we will just specify in our draggable that we're returning a data type of integer. Now that we have our draggable widget, let's create a place to drag this widget to. We will do this by creating a DragTarget Widget. I'm going to put it in a little space here, and then we will create our DragTarget Widget. And a DragTarget Widget comes with a builder. And the first thing a DragTarget needs in this builder is to return a widget. The widget we will return will be very similar to our child widget of our draggable widget. However, we will be replacing card value with our accepted card value. Let me save this. Oops. And refresh. And this is our drag target. This is our draggable. So as we pick this up and move it around, you will notice that our drag target moves and the formatting changes. What is happening here is that our child when dragging widget is a different size than the original widget. Just to fix this, all we need to do is come up here and fix the sizing of our child when dragging and make it the same width as our original widget. Let's try that again, and you notice it no longer changes the format. Now that we have adjusted the formatting, let's move back to our target widget. There are a couple of ways to control how a draggable is placed on a drag target. We will be looking at on will accept process and on accept. On will accept returns a Boolean on whether the drag target will accept this widget, the second on accept, which allows us to process the incoming data from the draggable widget. Both of these can be very complex and powerful. However, we will be doing a straight validation and then a quick increment of our counters as we drop the draggable widget to the target. We will be altering the Boolean variable here of will accept, and then we will change the border color appropriately so that it is clear on whether we will accept the data or not. And when we accept, we will just simply increment our counters and move our accepted card value to card value. So let's save this and refresh. So you'll see we have a red border around our drag target. Let's take our draggable, move it around, and as soon as we cross over the threshold on our drag target, it turns to green. Drop that, and our one increments on our drag targets. Let's see that one more time. So not accept, will accept, and then replace, and we now have accepted, and we've incremented our card value. Let's change this to on will accept to false. Hit refresh. Let's try that again. Will not accept, and it still will not accept. So we will no longer process that incoming data from our draggable widget. Now, there are numerous scenarios for using the Draggable and DragTarget widgets. This was just a brief overview of what you can do with Draggable and DragTargets. I hope you found this brief overview helpful. As always, the links to the sample code is below, and if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe for future walkthroughs.